I'm Shikole Struber. I'm an account executive here at ATEC Group and the Cybersecurity Champion. If any of you have spoken to me at all at any of our events, it is probably about cybersecurity. Just like any industry, you need a baseline before you can know how to fix something. So the NIST cybersecurity framework uses identify as their very first object in a safe, secure environment, and vulnerability assessments help you identify what you have, what you don't, and where the holes are. That way you can make a proper plan to move forward and improve your security posture. Very good question, and I hear that a lot. Vulnerability testing is a passive scan of known vulnerabilities on your network. So it can check to see if Jane Doe changed her password recently, if it meets the requirements, if the machine Jane Doe is using is fully patched. It can tell if antivirus is installed on the machine, or a variety of things regarding known vulnerabilities. A penetration test is an active exploitation of your entire network. So there is actually a person actively trying to exploit what's going on, and it's not just about IT. It could be your policies, it could be your people. So a penetration test is something that would find that Jane Doe was using the same password that she changed 3 weeks ago for a database where her credentials are cached in Chrome, and she's logging in from home and got a virus because her home machine wasn't protected. Definitely they're people. Jane Doe as the example again. People are undertrained and they don't realize how their actions affect the cybersecurity posture of their companies or even themselves. Of course, you can get hacked personally as well as professionally, and data is what's worth anything these days. It's not a thing necessarily, it's your data. So you don't want your identity stolen, you don't want your money stolen, you don't want your intellectual property stolen. And if people are not trained properly or don't have a culture of cybersecurity, they don't realize how much risk they're putting themselves at. First and foremost, talk about cybersecurity in a non-judgmental way. There's so many stories that I've heard about Joe Schmo in accounting who knows he has a virus or knows he clicked on something he shouldn't have, and he waits to report that to IT because he's afraid he's going to get in trouble or get yelled at or get made fun of. And I mean, yes, sometimes it's funny that, Joe Schmo clicked on a link and now he can't get to MapQuest. But the longer that sits on your network, the more at risk you are. So there needs to be a culture of talking about it. And if you're on the IT staff, tell the stories from when you messed up. Make people feel comfortable telling you and not that they're going to get punished. And then secondly, get those vulnerability assessments done. You don't know where you are until you have scanned everything. If you have any more questions about vulnerability assessments, penetration tests, cybersecurity in general, you can reach me at 518-724-3126 or email me at shikole.struber@atecgroup.com.